What beer do I want to try next? It's beer time with the beer man. Hey, how's it going, everyone? How you doing tonight, today, wherever you're from in this world? Yeah! Woo! Alright. Woo! Yeah!
In this world! Yeah! Woo! Alright. Woo! Yeah!
In this world! Yeah! Woo! Alright.
Yoo-hoo-hoo! Okay, so we got From Astoria With Love. It's a retake. I just did it about a month and a half ago or so. Roughly 2 months. It's a 9.4% Russian Imperial Stout from Astoria, Oregon's Fort George Brewery. I was very excited when I first did it, and I ended up giving it somewhat of a very low 4. So I don't want to get into details, but I'm going to just go ahead and taste it again and see if maybe my mouth was not tasting it right. You know, maybe I was sick. You know, it was when there was a lot of things going on, so I'm just trying to give this a chance.
I've heard a lot of people like this beer, and I've heard a lot of people not like this beer, and have similar reasons why they don't like this beer. You know, and it's you know, compared to what I said. So it's just very very interesting. So it's kind of more of an educational hour. Let's say educational, hopefully 10 minutes or less.
This is From Astoria with Love. It's a Russian Imperial Stout. I love their beer. All their other beer that I've had is excellent. Like, fantastic. You know, and I've given reviews of, you know, very excellent reviews of it. You know, 10s and stuff. But for some reason... Oh, and I have to mention, this 1/21/19. Can you see that? I believe that's the canning date, that they put this in this can, and several others. You know, it's only like 2 months in this can. That's not too bad, you know? That doesn't sound... I mean, this is a Russian Imperial. You can have these, you know, as long as you don't put them in the fridge, I guess. You can store them in your closet for a while, you know? It shouldn't be, you know, something like that. I got something in my eye. It's driving me flipping nuts.
I got something in my eye. It's driving me flipping nuts.
I got something in my eye. It's driving me flipping nuts.
This is a great experience. Let's try and experience it together. How about that? Okay, let's open it. I'm scared. I said I would never buy this again, and I did. Maybe Fort George did it on purpose. Oh, now it's going blurry. Okay, so I poured it pretty aggressive, and well, you know, it's not too bad looking. Let's go directly to the smell, though. I want to get the smell first. That's when it's most dominant, you know? Oh, wow. You know, I remember this having a very great smell. It has somewhat of a prune smell / chocolate, and a dark roasty kind of presence to it. Dark roasted malts. The first thing I smelled was kind of a dark roasted malt and a prune kind of smell with a chocolate edge. Dark chocolates, even milk chocolates going on in there. Almost like a very, you can smell the alcohol in there. Very, the alcoholic, there's an alcoholic, I don't know if you want to call it an off flavor or whatever, but there's definitely a presence there of alcohol. A tanginess, there's a tangy in the smell. I'm getting a bit of roasted malts, some coffee, maybe some espresso, some kind of burnt malt-like flavors or smells coming out. a sweet smell, very malty, somewhat grainy. Dark fruits, like that of dates or I said prunes is what I was getting. More of a like that sweeter kind of plummy prune-like smell. Nothing terrible, no off flavor, no off smell, nothing off-putting or anything like that as of yet. No spices or yeastiness or anything like that going on. All right, let's look at it real quick here. It's dark, it's opaque, can't see through it. The lacing's quite nice on the glass. It's very well. The head poured out at a finger. It's now, after about a minute or more, it's down to about a quarter of a finger. So, you know, the retention's medium to pretty mediocre retention, let's say, medium. I can't see the bubbles, I can't see the carbonation, I can't see what I'm wanting to see with that because it's so opaque and dark. It's black. So I imagine I'll taste the carbonation and let you know. Yeah, so the overall look of it is just amazing. It looks great. It looks like a wonderful Imperial Russian Stout. Yeah, I want to try it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying, Matt?
Okay, so let's go ahead and taste this. It's definitely complex. It tastes a little different. It tastes a little different. It does still have... Let me go through this a little bit before I say that. Definitely roasted malts. Bitter around the edges. Sweet on the tongue, up the palate. You got a roasted malt-like presentation going on. Toasty, roasty, biscuity, sweet. Some caramel. Maybe even a little bit of toffee-like. Dark, burnt kind of taste, complexion to it. Maybe even a little woodiness. Like they maybe, I don't know if they barrel aged this or not. I get a little bit of just a scent of it, a touch of it. Some espresso coffee coming out somewhat, little. It's definitely a bold, intensity is bold and just like, it tastes pretty balanced. You know what? This is funny. This is truly funny to me, because I think what I'm tasting is the tinniness of the can. Or when I first opened it and tasted it, it had a bit of a tinniness, and I had said this in the last one. And then I started breaking down into, oh, it has a wet dog hair kind of smell. Well, I think a lot of that has to do with, I don't know, like a metallic kind of off flavor to it, which, I mean, the can, right? I don't know, or maybe something in their line, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. But if you can get past that, it starts to become a very good beer.
It starts to become a very good beer.
I'm not lying either. I'm not trying to be nice. I'm being very, very, very honest here. If you can get past the tinny flavor, it starts to balance itself out. It starts to focus and bring itself together, and it's just amazing. So it's got, at the beginning, it is a little bit metallic tasting. But then it goes into this crazy, well, not anymore. It was just when I first opened it. But after I let it sit in the glass a while, it's, hold on. Yeah. You know, it tastes like a very strong porter. A very strong porter. Porters are very similar. I would, you know, in the same direction as a lighter stout or a stout in general. They're in the same family. Let's put it that way. So you're gonna still get your chocolates. You're gonna still get your burns. You're gonna still get your roasted barley and your toastiness, your biscuitiness, it's crazy. The hoppiness, it does dry off fairly. It takes a while. It goes past the tonsil area, down the esophagus just a little bit, and starts to dry off. It lets you taste that sweet, chocolatey roastiness all the way down. It tastes like a very good. It's very sweet. All on the tongue, very sweet. At first it displays this tinniness. When I first opened it, it displayed that. But then after I let it sit, it displayed like this crazy, like sweet kind of chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolates blended together with this just kind of a dryness on the top of the tongue a little, but more towards the back, but enough to still let you taste the sweetness of it. It's a 9.4%. What can you say? It totally it like goes from this it starts with this kind of a sweetness, a sweet chocolatey goodness right on the top of the tongue, goes to the palate, rolls into this crazy, like alcoholic, like dry, almost malty, roasted malty kind of dark chocolate like complexion at the back. Dries off at the back. It's kind of actually not really dry. It's more, in a sense, it's a bit wet. It doesn't really, it's kind of viscous. It kind of sticks and goes down and then dries off. It's very nice. This is a very good beer.
What was wrong with me? I'm serious.
You know, this is the second time I've tried this, and it actually is it's very good. It's very good. The overall mouthfeel is got a bit of a kind of a silky smoothness with the chocolate, but it's also kind of well, it's warming in the back. It's got the alcohol warmth and kind of the viscous like quality, the hot, the heat, and carbonation isn't totally terrible. The beer's body is like it's definitely viscous and robust. I'll say that much. I don't get any more metallic off flavors anymore. I think it was the opening. It needed to air out. This is a very good beer. All right, guys. So like after opening this and pouring it, smelling it, looking at it, you know, let's say about a minute in, tasting it. So a minute after pouring it out of the can, it gave me a bit of a tinny kind of metallic like flavor, off flavor. If they can do away with that, I think it would taste a lot better initially. But after that, this is the most exceptional beer I've ever tasted as far as this, you know, well, one of them. I do like Old Rasputin quite well. So this is amongst the Russian Imperial Stouts that I've had, this is like top 5, let's say that. That cruddy taste that I tasted in the beginning made me just not really appreciate the can aspect of it. I think in a bottle might be better off the tap. So out of the can, I wasn't real happy, you know, but I got past that, and I'm gonna give this a 9.5. Definitely a 9.5, from a 4 to a 9.5. You just gotta understand that You're gonna get a bit of a metallic flavor at first, I guess. I don't know. Maybe you will, maybe you won't, but I did. So, alright guys, comment, let me know what you think. If this beer tastes good to you too, if it tastes bad, what you think about it, who knows. I like those kind of responses, so, and I think a lot of people do. But thank you so much for your support. Please subscribe and hit that bell. Hit that bell. Hit that bell. Hit that bell. Be notified when I have new stuff up, you know? Every day I put stuff up. Every day I'm hunting for beer. Every day, yo. Okay, every day, yo. Alright, so, I got a beer for you every day, man. I went and picked out some today. It's fun. Okay. Alright guys, have a good night, day, wherever you're from in this world. You like my world? It's my world. It's our world. Alright guys. Much love, peace, cheers. Have a good night, day, wherever you're from in this world.